Hello everyone, and welcome to the solutions lecture for the object-oriented program homework assignment. So you had two problems. One was filling in this line class method, and the other was filling in the cylinder method. So I'll show you my own solutions to it. Yours may be a little different, but hopefully the classes were simple enough that they should look pretty similar. So the first thing I had to do was assign these attributes using self. So I said self.coor for coordinate 1, set it equal to that input, and then self.coordinate 2, set it equal to that second coordinate input. So that's how I initialized my class. After that, for the distance method, what I did was unpacked the tuple using x1 and y1. You may have used indexing to do that. And then I did the same thing for x2 and y2, unpack that tuple. And then the other things I did here, for slope, I did the exact same thing. You may have had this unpacking or assignments in another part of your code, but I had them within each method just duplicated for readability. And then here I just returned the distance formula now that I have the x and y coordinates. So x2 minus x1 squared, y2 minus y1 squared, and then the square root of that whole thing. And then the slope is just rise over run, and I casted it into a float to make sure there were no issues there. Okay. So moving along to the second problem for cylinder, again, I just assigned the attributes height and radius with the inputs height and radius, and I also put in a volume and its surface area method. So volume was just one line return, and it took the height, multiplied it by pi. I just used 3.14 as an estimate of pi by the radius squared, so height times pi r squared. And for the surface area, to make it a little more readable, I defined the top as pi r squared, so that's the top of the cylinder. And then the total surface area is going to be 2 times the surface area of the top, so the top and the bottom, and then 2 times pi times the radius times the height. And you can go ahead and look up the surface area equation for a cylinder to make sure that's correct. And that's all there was to it. Okay. Go ahead and review that in case you have any confusion, but I hope it went well for you. Thanks, and I'll see you at the next lecture.